for those of you who are not familiar, captures what you're writing and what you're saying into one file.
We're asked to solve the system. 2w minus 3z equals -1.
One thing that is happening throughout all the community colleges are student vet programs around the colleges. So one idea that I came up with, and we're just beginning this, so this is also visionary, is the student vets becoming experts in technology on their campus. They first learn how to use it themselves. They learn all the different techniques like we've been talking about, and they become the experts. And then imagine, and I'm thinking about a lot of the instructors right now, especially I'm thinking about Pasadena, imagine as you're trying to get this program off the ground, where you're creating flipped classrooms or whatever, and instead of the teachers being bogged down with how to learn how to use the technology, they know there is this incredible resource on campus who these students have already learned how to use it. They're helping each other, train each other, and now they're here to serve all of you. These three men, David, AJ, and Chuck, are three students who are going to start the program off. So I was going to let them kind of talk and just about, in their minds, how they see this could benefit, especially student veterans who are coming back. So you guys are on.
I think one advantage for the program is a lot of times veterans coming back from active duty or harsh deployments don't know how to reintegrate back into the civilian world. So one thing this program will do is kind of open lines of communication between student veterans and non-student veterans so that they can ease back into society a little bit better, if that makes any sense. But yeah, it also opens up a good valuable resource for the campus and education as a whole.
And as on top of that, to piggyback on top of that, also it will also help bridge the gap between us veterans and other students in school. So as we pass along this information also to other students, it'll help integrate that and help our community become a little bit more stronger also as far as that.
So one of the biggest issues I've noticed with incoming veterans is that there's a big knowledge gap. It depends on whether you got out in 2003, 2006, 2009. 2003, you easily could have been in Iraq getting shot at 72, 48 hours prior to your discharge, and you get a pat on the back, the DD-214 will come in the mail, and suddenly you're out on the street. You don't know what your benefits are, you have 4 weeks of a paid vacation, but your entire support structure that you had in the military for the past 4+ years is gone.
Yeah, I returned to school after a long period of time. I just came off active duty last July. The challenge is to, number one, acknowledge that you're back in class. Number two is to understand that a lot of these kids that I spent the last semester with were really, really smart and bright kids. And so I did learn a whole lot from them also. So even though I do understand how to get the job done, and I don't like a whole lot of nonsense in the process, the thing to remember is as a vet, a student vet, is that number one, my main focus is helping other vets, because that's who I relate to. So it takes a little time to make the adjustment where you open yourself up to deal with younger people. So the pen actually, for me, is a bridge to that gap.
One of the things that would be really helpful with the Smartpen technology, someone was talking about filling out FAFSA forms, and especially filling out FAFSA forms in different languages and facilitating people who speak different languages to get stuff done. We speak a different language, especially coming out of the military. I had my first semester, I had a really hard time properly communicating with people, and I had a really hard time meshing the civilian to military definitions. We use the same word but meant very different things, and we have a program at PCC called Boots to Books, which is it's a counseling 12 course. Every junior level college student has to take some form of counseling, but this class is specifically designed to reintegrate veterans back into a civilian community school experience. Academic life, exactly. And it's helpful using the Smartpen program. You can have students who are having issues write about their issues in this counseling class, and then we can share those, with the author's permission. We can share those essays and we can share those worksheets with future veterans, because the classes are only anywhere from 10 to 20 people strong each semester, but one person might have a reintegration issue that somebody the next semester will have. And if we have those essays, we have their thought processes written and recorded, then that can help all of the veterans coming back down future lines. Sort of know that they're not the only ones out there, they aren't the first people to be dealing with this, and to identify what the successful outcomes were.
I got out from active, but right now I'm still in National Guard. So like the child is still in reserves, right? So like sometimes we do have the training, like during the weekdays, like the Friday. Sometimes we do have the 2 weeks period, annual training, so we cannot go into school during that time. So the Smartpen is really helps on that time. We can catch up what we left behind after we come back from the missions.
Is there any link you can see that would be unique to veterans with serving the college, with providing that technical support to other faculty, to other students?
That's another vision too, as well is providing this resource and like this tech support, if you will, to the faculty, making it easier for them to, like, say they're having a problem with uploading to YouTube or whatever, they can come to us and we would be proficient in it. And we already know how to work as a team, and we're we do really well in a team environment, so it wouldn't be that hard to relate to the faculty members and be like, hey, this is what we're going to do and help you out.
And then, as returning veterans keep coming in, it's just like an ongoing chain. It'll never stop. It keeps going. Keep the ball rolling. So that's really the outcome that we're looking for also.
And a lot of students who are just in class, attending classes, they don't really feel the same kind of connection with their teachers or the programs they're in. And to us, we've been programmed to come into a situation and figure out, and we have. We've been programmed to come into a situation, find the mission, find the ultimate outcome, and what are we going to do to integrate ourselves to facilitate the best possible outcome. And I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm home rather than just attending somebody's class.
That you've been conditioned, you've been taught how to work as a team, how to have a mission, and to take that same type of energy, and instead of now being maybe lost or not getting the kind of support you need, you're taking where you become experts, and you're taking that and you're applying it to the campus, and you're going to get that validation, and you're going to get that here you have something, you've been trained incredibly well in something, and you have this incredible skill to give, and now you're in that place where you're providing that.
Every day. And these guys, I would trust them with my Smartpen. There's a sub coming Friday, could you take the notes for me so I know what's happening? And have no qualms about the fact that they speak closer to our language as faculty than I do to my 18-year-old students' language. So, they are a great halfway point. They may be closer to the age of the youngsters and they may be more technically proficient. I'm trying to keep up, but it's a wonderful middle ground if they can be experts in something that I don't have to.
All my students operated on the same format that he uses. Get the job done. Just get down to the heart of what needs to be done and do it. They would see this kind of success. So what you guys are doing, you need to share with everybody, all the students on that campus, because they really need it. And it has been very successful for David.